Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 7 of Derpcraft with me, Akoto Kusumoto. It's very nice to see you again. So I bet you've been wondering where exactly I've been and why does everything look so different than it did before? Well, I'm glad you asked. I joined a server. Yes, I joined a server. Me. Right here. This guy. I joined a server. I was actually wandering around on YouTube and Twitch, and I was looking for ideas for the factory build, and I was looking for ideas from some other things that were happening. And I ran across this guy by the name of Cutlet over on Twitch, twitch.tv/Cutlet. Go check him out. He's a very cool individual. And he had his own server. And we got to talking, and he's like, hey, you should come join the server. I'm like, okay, I'll come hang out. And it's a really cool server with a lot of really cool people, and I've really been getting into it, and I haven't really had the chance to record anything. But I really want to show you all around. And I really want you to meet all these different people that we've got running around on this server, because they're all very cool individuals, and I really enjoy hanging out with them. So without further ado, let's take a look. So as you can see, much different looking than my last base. So we're not doing underwater or anything like that. We're doing more of a rural kind of almost, I guess you'd call it, it's almost like a backwoods kind of build, I think. Even though we're right on the edge of a desert. I know, it's kind of strange. I saw this area, and I was just like, oh yeah, I gotta claim this area for my base. And then we do have land claims in this particular server. So you can claim land. It can't be griefed by anyone. It can't be stolen away from you or anything like that. You basically just have a land claim that starts out small, and the more time you get on the server, they give you more and more land. You have the choice of more homes. We're using MCMMO, if you've ever used that. It's basically a leveling... almost a mod, but not quite. Not quite a mod. Oop. Come on. Eat the pork chop. There you go. It's not quite a mod for vanilla Minecraft, but it's kind of close, I guess. But it allows your tools to level up, and you can do different things with different levels. And like, if you notice, I have a flux pickaxe. That's basically a diamond pickaxe that can auto smelt ores. And that I got through MCMMO, which is kind of cool. But it's a very interesting server. It's a lot of really cool people. But let me show you around my base here, and then we'll actually go meet a few people if we can find anyone online. So, and oh yes, we use money on this particular server, which is nice because you don't have to worry about a diamond economy. You have a money economy, which I actually kind of prefer over a diamond economy. So we've got, you know, standard carrots and potatoes over there. Some of these machines you'll probably recognize. There's my the same sugarcane farm that I have on my personal world. The auto wheat farm I've actually got, this is Mark II. It's actually enclosed, so you don't have to worry about loss. So everything will actually just come down here, so you don't have to worry about stuff flying all over the place. And we've got some cool decoration to keep everything in there, crafting table, a few other things. Here we have, well, it's not really a farm, it's more just a machine. You pull this, puts the jungle wood up, and you get your cocoa beans. Cocoa beans, and then you just replant on your jungle wood, which is kind of cool. It's very, very simple little machine that I was testing out, and this is actually really convenient. You just pull the lever, push the lever. If the trapdoors are down, it means you need to replant. Pretty cool. Sugarcane farm. Over here we have Mark II of the Kelp Farm, so it's the same design as the sugarcane farm, except since everything floats to the top, the water goes over here into a chest and hopper. So, and then you just go down here to get everything. If I can. And there's your kelp. That's also a lossless system because it all flows down, which is really nice. And nether wart, same as always. We have Joffrey, the older child named this one. She said, name him Joffrey. Why? Because. Okay. So we have Joffrey the skeletal horse. Hello, Joffrey. I don't even know what he eats. I guess he eats grass. That's odd. All right. Nether wart, of course, and you may notice the cactus everywhere, and that's because this was a mountain that I've taken care of here. We can get a demonstration. So, as you can see, the zombie can't get over to the cactus without hurting himself, and he can't get to me because I've dug pits that are too deep. So, I can just sit here all day long and have like a mini mob spawner right here that if the mobs come up here, I can just whack them and get some experience out of them. So nothing can get past the cactus. Spiders can get over it by the time they do. They're so damaged that all I have to do is hit them once and they fall over dead, which is great. So we got pits too deep in between all the cactus. All the light is the old carpet trick over this. Oh, that'd be the sound of more sugarcane. We're using green carpet for the grass. I've got all the backs of machines put back together except this one, which you can still see the ugly redstone. And I've got a glowstone up here I need to do. Oh, wait a minute. I can do something with that right now. There we go. Need one more, but we'll get to that later. Trees. Pumpkin Farm, which... How'd that get? Guess Pumpkin Farm is not 100% lossless, but it's close enough. And then over here, we have the Sea Turtle Farm. I finally got a chance to make one of these. And it's still a work in progress. So as you can see, I've got the 2 sea turtles. I got from eggs from Quandrus, who's another guy on here, who's another Twitch streamer, who's a very cool individual. So there's 1 egg under that turtle. I've got some hoppers. I need to put more hoppers in there so that it's all the scoots go into the little chest at the end there. But I finally got the Sea Turtle Farm. More cactus. Trees over there. Why is that? I guess there's 1 block of wood in there. I didn't get that, figures. And then my house. Oh, mycelium for mushrooms and some melons over there just because. But then my house, I'm very proud of the way this looks because it's sort of built on stilts. So it's sort of got that you know, Louisiana kind of in the swamp feel, even though we're in a pond on the edge of a desert here. You walk in and you're surrounded by books, which is kind of how my house is. You've got a couch over here. You've got your enchanting table. Upstairs, you've got... Oh, if I can get there. Upstairs, you've got the brewing machine on a little dresser here. Bed, ender chest, deck. You can actually see what's going on outside. Fantastic view. Hey, spiders. Hey, creeper. Oh, yeah, I got to show you the lava moat, too. So we've got all that, and then we go downstairs. And I could have done just a ladder or stairs or something like that, but I really like water tunnels now that I've used them. And then downstairs is we've got our auto smelter Mark II using chest minecart. Over here, we've got all of our chests of stuff, random stuff. I do not have a auto sorting or storage system built yet. I plan to at some point, but not right now. I really don't need it yet. When I do, it'll be underground like I did for the other one. So, yeah, we've got our auto smelter, nothing in it. Oh, we do have the choice to sleep through the night, which is really nice. Oh, they already did. Fair enough. Ah, no. No, bad. Wrong. There we go. So yeah, so auto smelting Mark II, storage, glowstone under carpets, glowstone with those on the walls. I chose this for the ceiling tiles. I'm thinking now that I should have chosen the white for the ceiling tiles and this is the wallpaper. I don't know. I might switch that out at some point. But then, something very important that I'm certain some of you are wondering about. Where's Barry? Did you bring Barry with you? And the answer to that is, of course I brought Barry with me. Why wouldn't I have brought Barry with me? He's got his own little house, just like mine, right over here. We can go visit him. We'll knock on the door. Knock, knock. Hello, Barry. Are you home? Oh, there he is. And there's Barry. Hi, Barry. How you doing? How's your house over here? So he's got his little table, and he's got his painting. But yep, so Barry's got his own little place. Looks just like mine, for the most part. But that is the whole base. And then the mines over there. And a few other things. But oh, Cactus Farm. Really simple Cactus Farm. Thank you, Mumbo Jumbo, for showing me how to do that. Really easy Cactus Farm. So that's the whole thing. And the nice thing about this is that it's just... Players can come in. No one can really do anything in your base unless you let them. But if players want to come in, they can. Because all they got to do is just jump through. But mobs, on the other hand, cannot. And then over here we have my wonderful mob spawners. Plural. And it's plural because we have 2 mob spawners that I found in this particular mine that I happen to mine into. One for spiders and one for zombies. Zombies. Zombie! So the spider one is, well, the spider one's kind of interesting because I meant this as just a string farm is what I was going to do. So they would come down here and drown and then fall in here. And sometimes that happens, but more often than not what happens, you'll be able to see in a second, is they just sort of bob up and down over here when I'm around, which is kind of irritating. So I've, instead of building a spawner, or instead of building a string farm or a spider farm, I built sort of a hit the bobbing spider, like, carnival game here. So can you get the bobbing spiders? How good are you? Can you hit them? There we go. Got him. Unfortunately, there's no Cupid doll to win if you do this. So, and then you just go down here to get the experience. So yeah, you just stand on the slabs, hit the bouncing spiders. How you doing? Oh, you're making this too easy on me, boys. Come here. There we go. And luckily, usually they've taken damage from pseudo-drowning, that you only have to hit them like once, which is nice. Now, if I will go away and they come down here, they will drown. But as I'm standing here, they'll just continually bob up and down trying to get at me. So that is the spider grinder. And then this way, we have zombies. Zombies? Hello, zombies. Where you at? Hello? Hello? There we go. And it's sort of a combination. It wasn't meant to be a dropper. It just sort of happened this way. Because I didn't want to rebuild that whole redstone mess that I had on the regular world that I have for Derpcraft. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to make this a dropper. They'll take damage when they come down. You'll hit them twice. They all die. You get the experience and whatever's in there. So, pretty standard mob dropper. There we go. And I've got a bunch of levels to use. And this is the spawn area for the server, which I think is really well done. It's really pretty. Hey, there's Dodie Arts. Hi, Dodie Arts. It's very pretty. I think it's very cool. The fountain, I love the fountain. I love the architectural style on the spawn here. It's very this medieval kind of build. You've got a bunch of different things you can do in spawn here, and there's actually a tutorial to get you used to it. So you walk in, you talk to the tutorial guy. He has to do a couple of quests using Minecraft NPCs, but I don't know precisely how they work. So, yeah. But it's a really cool idea. It basically gets you used to the way that the server works. It gets you used to the different things you can do. Gets you used to the whole, like, the dollar economy versus a diamond economy, which like I said, I really appreciate that. I like the fact that it's an economy that's based on money rather than being based on diamonds, because then it's not making diamonds the super rare thing that they normally are, which is very cool. So you have billboards for various different, like, the streamers and people that want to advertise can put billboards up for their YouTube channels or streaming or whatever it is. We got 2 different streamers other than Cutlet on the server right now. And then over here, you've got a couple of shops. You've got a creative mode. So there is a creative mode on this. If you want to go into creative and try out a build right here, you can. You don't have to have your own creative world loaded. So you don't have to actually leave the server. You can just go into a creative server and try out things there, which is really cool. Horses. Horsey. And donkey. Donkey. Hey, there's Comic Ghost. Hello. Goodbye. Okay. And there's a lot of really cool things. Like if you go into the shop, yes, we realized everything is overpriced. I actually had to get a lead from here because I couldn't find any slime, but they've got like weird stuff for sale in here. You can get an elytra for $700, and you get $10 like every 15 minutes being on the server. So it's not like it's going to be a long time to grind up that. And you can open your own shop, and that's probably my next big build on here, is my own shop and a couple of community projects. So, but this is the spawn area. And then if we go, let me put some armor on because it's going to get dangerous out here. I think it's out. Yeah, there it is. And it lights up. So you've got the tree up here with the star on top. You got little glowstone ornaments, which is really cool. And then the ornaments on the tree, you got basically glowstone with glass in front of them. I think that's really well done. I think it looks really neat. I mean, people might say, oh, it's too symmetrical. Oh, who cares? It looks good. It's fun. So what's over here? Critical Energy goes to Jesus. That's right. The people on the server have a very odd sense of humor. So let's go visit a few other people while we're at it. So we do have warp abilities here. So we can go warp to Handshake. This is the Handshake City. That's run by Fried Rice. Yes, that's his name. This is his first city that he built. This is the new city that he is building with a few other people in his faction, I guess. And his lighthouse looks a lot better than mine. It doesn't flash, though, so there's that. Haha! And Sake City 2, Electric Boogaloo, and this is their town hall. Ooh, they've done a lot of work on this since I was here last. The giant painting. That's cool. I love this torch look. I'm going to have to use this more in my medieval builds. Yeah, they've done quite a bit of work on this. What's on the 3rd floor? See, like I said, you get paid. Oh, There's a creeper on the 3rd floor. Excuse me. No. 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 You can go away now. Oh, look at all the mobs. I really need to get my bow up and running because I'm really tired of... Oh! Skelly! Oh, no. No, 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 no. Nope! Chase me over here! Chase me over here! Oh, attack the skeleton. That'll work, too. There you go. Who's going to win this one? Baby Zombie versus Skelly. Who wins? I'm going for Baby Zombie. I think Baby Zombie wins this one. Yep! And now he's coming for me, but you're damaged now, so that'll take care of that. Where is he? I hear him. I hear him. There he is. Dance for me, drowned! Dance for me! Yes! Yes, do the dance! Do the dance! Do the dance! You know you want to do the dance. Come on, do the dance. Do it! Do it! Do it and you're cool. There you go. Headbang. We're the drowned. We're the drowned. I really like his lighthouse. I like the red and white spirals. I think I still like the one solid bit of red more, though, rather than just red and white. I don't know. Different styles. And then this was under construction when I was here last, too. What is this? What are they making here? Is this some sort of farm? Wow, whatever it is, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a whole lot. This is a really neat little build. I love the framing with the wood they've got there. I don't know if I like the cobble at the top, but once again, personal preference. They've got a balcony over there. Ooh, that's a pretty house. We gotta go look at that. Oh, that's a lot of skeletons. Come here. One down. You next. Ow! Stop it! You're done. And I just leveled up my sword! Huzzah! I really ought to charge Rice for my pest control services here. What is this? Home of... Oh, Shadow Vampire lives here. Nice. I gotta see this. Let's see what he's got. Ooh, I like that. That's neat. I usually use... fence and pressure plates for that. Let's get some flowers. Oh, that's a cool lamp. That's a super cool lamp. Hope he doesn't mind me wandering around in his house. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. It keeps the whole fence attaching to the wall thing from happening, which is cool. Parrots! So many parrots! His bed with a couple more table. That's a neat idea. I like it. Very nice. Other things on the server, which if you go to the warps, you've got... So, for instance, we've got... If we can get there... An Ender! Which is really, really efficient. And we go here. So this is Doty's Public Enchanter that he built, which is a really... I used this a lot before I got my enchanting table set up, but I really like this setup. I love the way he's got it decorated. He actually sells lapis, and he buys lapis too, which I actually have some extra lapis I might come donate. But he's got like a little custom head library, you know, a little custom head bookshelf, and then the Enchanter's back here. And I've used the crap out of this Enchanter. Like, I got my first... This pick I got out of the Enchanter, and I got everything on it except Mending. So I got Efficiency, Fortune, and Unbreaking off of that Enchanter. So that Enchanter is awesome. You are so awesome. Pet the Enchanter, yes. Ooh, really? You have a Trident Farm. What's your Trident Farm? Blah! Your Trident Farm is very high. I'm very high up on your Trident Farm. Okay, let's... Oh, God! No. I have feather falling in my boots, but not that good. What is he... I'm confused. Does he mean go downstairs? Does he mean go back up there? I'm so confused. Is he on? Step 1, stand up top for mobs. Step 2, wait for hours. Okay! We don't have hours, huh? Ah! What's he doing? Can you sit on... Oh my god, you can! Oh, you can sit on slabs. I forgot. I totally forgot about that. Whee! I totally forgot. You can sit on slabs and stairs, so you can basically butt scoot around on anything that's a bunch of slabs. Oh God! I fell! Oh! I fell through the world. Well, there's one guy all the way down there. Is that where we go to? Ah ha ha ha! Oh, there's a villager down there. Oh God! No! 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 Oh crap! What have I done? What have I done? I'm trapped inside. No! Whoops. In addition to Dodiert's having a Trident farm and a public enchanting farm, he also has a public brewing station, which is flipping amazing. I've built one of these before, and it's a very similar kind of build to mine, but he's got everything. He's got duration, potency, splash, harming, fire, strength, healing, speed, regen, poison, night vision, all the things. All you do is just bring your own netherwort, pop it in, create your potions, they get spit out, you take them, and you call it a day. And then you can always give him donations too, which is awesome. So he's done a lot of different public buildings. Those are just two of them. And then you just type in home, takes me right back to my home location that I have set on my base. Now my next big project is I want to make both of these spawners public so people can actually come and use them if they want to. We have some zombie spawners and we have some spider spawners already on the server, but I want to make these public as well, just so people have options for different things. But I need to do something about this area because this is really ugly. I mean, this is really ugly. So what we need to do is we need to actually just go through here and fix it up. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do oak wood paneling for the walls, because I think that just looks kind of classy here. And then for the ceiling, we're going to use our white terracotta to see how that looks. And then for the floors, I think we're going to do just regular old bricks, just a good old-fashioned stone bricks, which I've got cooking up at the smeltery right now. So, but we're going to go ahead and start getting this taken care of right now. And we're also going to use oak wood as sort of framing, because I've actually never done that before, and I'm interested to see how it comes out. Yeah, I think that is actually going to come out looking pretty good. I mean, I could use a different color for the walls, but I think considering this was a mine, just sort of a nod to the fact that it was a mine is kind of cool. I like the ceiling, and then of course, trapdoors over our lights because reasons. I think this comes out. I think this comes out looking pretty good. I think it looks pretty good actually. So now we just have to do the rest of it. Well, I'd say this actually turned out pretty good. So we've got our oak holding up everything, the white terracotta for the roof, our glowstone lamps. Don't mind those rocks over there. I'm just leaving those there because I don't want them. And our stone floor. Hey, first thing I learned about building, when in doubt, stone bricks. It looks fine. Nothing wrong with it. I don't know if I'm sold on the cobblestone stairs. I think I'm going to keep them for right now, but I might come back and replace them later. And then, of course, I need to work on the hallway and the areas down here with the spiders. Speaking of the spiders, I hear... Oh, let's play Whack-A-Spider. See, they are drowning. Okay, so they will drown if left there long enough. Excellent. So we each have a crafting table, and we have a crafting table and a furnace in both with a little bit of coal, so just in case you need anything, you've got that there at your disposal. But yeah, I think this actually turned out looking pretty good, honestly. I looked out and turned out looking really good. Very cool. Excellent. All right, off to the next thing. Which is this. This is the outbuilding for my shop that I'm actually planning on. So you've seen me make this before. It is the automatic concrete machine. It's only 6 across. What the heck is that? What? Oh. We seem to have pop-up zombies. And down you go. It's like Whack-A-Zombie. Anyway, so you've seen me build this before. I've actually added a couple of improvements to this. One is this wall of obsidian back here, because I plan for this to be a group community project, so a community concrete maker. So basically what that will do, the obsidian stops the concrete from going any further than this wall. So you can't go further over here and mess up, for instance, my carpet or this bench, which I've actually got hiding the obsidian. I tested it out, and it actually works like a charm. So basically, the pistons can't push past obsidian. They can't push obsidian. They can push everything else, but obsidian cannot be pushed. So your concrete gets there. If you try to put another one down, it doesn't function. So you have to go break all the concrete that you've got. And because of space constraints, I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can only do 30 at a time, unfortunately. But I like the little outbuilding. I tried to make this look like a workshop or like a car repair shop or something that you might see at a truck stop or something like that, where you just, you know, pull in and just like open doors and everything. So I was going to put a garage door in, but I really couldn't figure out a way to do that effectively. And it has these little struts on it here holding up the roof, because if you look around in the back, well, we've got all the pistons back there and the redstone and everything else. So we kind of had to do it that way, but I think it actually turned out looking pretty good, honestly. So you got your bench that you can sit on like that. So you can sit on the bench out here while you're waiting for your friends to finish their concrete, or, you know, make it a waiting area. Just like you've got a bench outside, a lot of truck stops and you know, 7-Elevens and Circle K's and stuff like that. So that's what that's going to be. That's the waiting area while you're waiting for them to work on your car or finish the concrete, whichever comes first. so that is the first little project, and this was real simple. It was just bricks. I got the glowstone with the oak trapdoors on them to make them look like sort of industrial lighting, like I did down in the mob spawner. And then we've just got quartz slab for the roof. And we've got sort of a semi-peaked roof there. We don't have overhangs because most of the places that you go to, they're like that are a truck stop or, you know, a car repair place or something like that, all have flat-ish kind of roofs. So I wanted to keep that like that. But I did add a little bit of detail on it. So, but I think it turned out pretty well. So here's the concept. I'm liking it. I like the stone bricks. It makes it look like a, you know, a quickie mart or whatever you want to call it. In this particular case, a truck stop. So lots of windows, lots of brick outside, the white top. So we're keeping in the same theme with our little outbuilding that we've got here. And I've been trying to avoid making just square buildings unless it's, you know, my house for Barry or something over there. But in this particular case, if you think about it, all the gas stations, truck stops, 7-Elevens, Circle K's, whatever they are that you go to, are big square buildings. So in this particular case, it kind of makes sense. So that's why we're doing this as basically a big square building instead of, you know, making a whole lot of detail on it or anything. So, but yeah, we've got our automatic doors. When you walk up, they open. And then you got the interior, which is going to be about that big, which gives us plenty of room for the various different things you find in a, you know, a quickie mart or something like that. You find zombies, and no, you don't find zombies. Well, if you find zombies in your quickie mart, maybe you should move. But you'll have the drinks case, and you'll have the little like kiosk, the little coffee kiosk, and of course, which we'll sell cocoa beans at. The gift section, and then we'll have like the checkout over here and a little line. So you have like this area right here will be sort of like your check stand. So, so this is gonna be fun to build. So there's my concept for the checkout counter. So as you can see, we've got the register here, and of course it's an apple. I thought that was amusing. I amuse myself. I don't know. What can I say? So yeah, I stand back here. I was thinking about putting a button on it, but considering this is a pressure plate, and I didn't even think about that, it'll actually open. Okay. Don't stand on the computer. Got it. And then down here, we're going to put like cocoa beans and a few other things. So you got, it's like the shelves when you go to check out at the 7-Eleven. So they've got little impulse buy candy purchases. So we're going to put those there on those little item frames to simulate the actual shelves. Unfortunately, I can't put one on there because that's where one of the doors opens. So, but that's fine. I think that looks pretty good. And we're going with like internal theme will be like this weird orange in places. Although it'll probably only be for this, honestly, because everything else is going to be like in the cases back here and stuff like that. So we'll see what we can do. I think that works, actually. So we've got our So we've got our drink dispenser, we've got our coffee maker over here. God, I should put some bottles in there or something, shouldn't I? Maybe. So yeah, we got a coffee maker, we got a drink dispenser, we got our microwave. So there's our sort of like drinks area for this. And then along this wall, we're gonna do, thinking, do we do light blue? Will the iron bars attach to it is the question. So let's take a look here. So the iron bars attached to it make it look like... it's not exactly what I'm going for. It's maybe on the side? Ugh. No, it's not what I'm going for either. See, I'm going for, if I could just have them freestanding like that, with, like, right in the middle freestanding there, that would be perfect, but they automatically attach to whatever you're trying to attach them to. More working on that. There's our cold cases done. So we got your drinks over here. So you got, like, you know, your energy drinks and your soft drinks, and over here you got milk and pie, and then you've got, like, you know, frozen or cold fruit and meat, and you got some mushroom soup and a chicken. So our cold cases are done. That's, I didn't even think you could do that. That's really cool. I'm glad you can. So we've got that done. We've got our coffee and drink station and microwave done. We've got our main checkout counter done. The checkout person will even have a flower here. We've got our front display, so you can get cookies and jerky and candy here up at the front. That's done. So we've got all of our decoration really put in. Now we need to actually put in some things in here we can sell, I would think. That might be a good idea. And there we go. We have a shop. So we have all of our stuff here. The prices kind of run together, which is kind of irritating, but you can kind of tell. So we're selling wheat seeds, bread, apples, carrots, kelp. We've got, unfortunately, you can't sell broken items. So I'm going to see if maybe I can fix all these up and we can have like a clothing bin over here. But right now we have some like random fishing rods for 25, random enchanted books for 15. And then our horse armor over here for 75. I figured that was a fair price. And melons and kelp and carrots and all that stuff. So, neat. So that is all of our stuff. So I think we are ready to open for business. So now that we have a good base, we have a shop, we have a lot of things that we haven't had in a lot of different places that I've been, honestly, and have been doing really, really well. I decided to take a little trip, and I took a trip and found this wonderful group of icebergs out here. But more importantly, I found that. That is a village, and that village was actually unmolested. So I created my second home right up here on top of the iceberg. This is the Ice Palace. And as you may notice, we've got some packed ice going all the way over there. So I'll give you 3 guesses what I've done here. First of all, I have some sheep. Well, I had some sheep. Where did all my sheep go? I had 3 sheep. Now I have 1 sheep. That's odd. Alrighty, fair enough. But I have some villagers caged up here that I've transported over. So I've got a cartographer, I've got a couple of blacksmiths, I've got a couple of clerics. But I really don't care what these guys are or do, to be perfectly honest with you, because we are starting on this. Yes, I am building my very first iron farm ever. Now, this is a design done by Abomance that I'm using here. I'll link to it down in the description. I have never built an iron farm before in my life. So this is going to be very interesting. Interesting meaning, oh god, we're all going to die. So this is a design that he has put together, and I'm going to be building it in sort of fits and starts while I try and figure out how this exactly works. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. So hold on to yourself, because this is, I don't know how this is gonna go. And stage 1 complete. So we've got our chest, we've got our minecart hopper, we've got our basic structure for the farm itself, our magma blocks to roast the iron golems once they come down. So this is stage 1. So I'm interested to see what stages 2 and 3 are. Stage 3 is going to be getting these villagers up there somehow. So that's going to be an awful lot of fun. And by fun, I mean no fun at all. But, alright. No time like the present. Let's get back to it. And stage 2 is complete. We now have an enormous square above our giant pile of magma that is getting snow in it. That's odd. Okay. I don't know how to feel about that, but sure. I can't imagine that snow is going to last very long sitting on magma, or at least I hope it's not, because that would suck. But we now have an enormous square, and this is where our villagers are going to live, so we're going to actually be filling this in with more blocks and doors, so I'll see you at stage 3. Well, it's mostly done. Oh, that was unfun. Especially since it's raining constantly, there were phantoms attacking me. Yeah, I don't know if I will ever do this again. that was... Because this part, especially right there, in creative, it's real simple. In survival, it involves geometry, and it was not fun geometry. So now it's just a matter of getting our villagers that we got stored downstairs in there, which... You can use water blocks to do it, but I'm actually just going to do it via old-fashioned stairs with a lead, because I honestly think that's going to be simpler when all's said and done than trying to get up there, break these blocks, put a water column in, get the villagers up there, get back up there, fill in the blocks with slabs, get the water out. No, just no. So we're going to just transport our villagers the old-fashioned way via stairs and a lead. But I need to take a break before we do that. So I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to walk away from this before I take my villagers that are downstairs and the remaining, like, 4 that are over there and put them in their new home. I need a break. So I'm going to step away, and I'll be right back in... For you, I'll be right back in just a moment. For me, I'm going to be back in, like, an hour or 2. Well, there's 2 hours of my life I can never have back. That was quite possibly the most frustrating thing ever. Oh my goodness. If you want to play what's more frustrating than that, I've got one for you. What's more frustrating than getting a bunch of villagers up a hill in boats? Getting a bunch of villagers uphill in boats on ice! Fabulous! But all our villagers are in there. We've got villagers in on the other side. All our doors are set. Now all we have to do is add the water up here, and because we're in an ice biome, I need to put torches up too, just so the ice will not, well, the water will not turn to ice. So one extra added step that we've got to do, unfortunately. So, but we're almost there. It's so easy, he said. It'll be so simple, he said. Yeah, if you're in creative mode, it's real easy. But let me tell you, hanging out over the ledge down there, not easy. Actually, to be fair, I don't fault the guy for doing this in creative, because this has been an enormous pain in the butt. It was bad. It was not fun at all. So I do not fault him for doing all of this in creative, because this was painful to do in survival. Painful. And there we go. Fan-freaking-tastic. I think we're done. We're done with this thing, and now I can say that I've built it. And that's all that I care about. Ugh. We never have to do it again. And happily so, I might add. So there are villagers over there, we got our villagers over there, so now it's going to be like every 10 minutes or so, we'll get an iron golem. He'll fall down there. He'll burn to death. All his iron will be deposited in those chests. Yay for our side. And we are done with this cursed, blasted build. Forever. We never have to do it again. I refuse to do this again. It's just not going to happen. Ever. Ever. The nice thing is, now that it's done, first of all, we can say we did it. Which I've never made something like this before. This is the largest utility build I've ever done. I've done pumpkin farms, I've done wheat farms, I've done mob crushers, I've done zombie grinders, I've done all of these things. But I have never, ever, ever done an iron farm. Because it just was something that was so daunting, because you had to go get the villagers, you had to figure out a way to get the villagers up in there, and then you had to get all this stuff built, and it was just something I'd seen plenty of videos on how to do it. There's like 6 different methods for doing it, but I had never actually tried it before. I may try the village breeding trick here in a bit, not right now. I'm tired of looking at this thing. I'm so sick of staring at this thing and trying to get villagers up here. I didn't record that specifically because you didn't want to hear a string of profanity for 3 hours. So that wasn't uploaded. Just know, because you had to get them from down there where I had them stored, and then up one in a boat, take away the boat, up one in a boat, take away the boat, up one in a boat, take away the boat, up one in the boat, take away the boat, move them over here. Now, getting them over there was much easier. Getting them over here, not so much. Had I been smart, I would have picked that edge and that edge, but I didn't even think about it when I was building the thing. So if I had been a smart Minecraft player, we would have had those 2 edges, and that would have been so much simpler. But no. I had to do it the ridiculously stupid hard way, because, you know, it's me. But the good news is, so we have our iron farm built. We have a never-ending supply of ice, packed ice, and blue ice here in this particular biome. We can go basically raid... Ooh, I'm starving to death. We can go raid that village for all its remaining supplies, if there are any, and we're good to go. But for right now, this has been a super long episode. Thank you so much for bearing with me. I do appreciate it. I'm going to end it here. Link to the server and link to the iron farm that I built, the tutorial for it, are both in the description below, so you'll be able to see both of those. Note, if you do this in survival, it is very, very hard to do as a floating island, because you have all those slabs and all the different things going on over here. So if you do it in survival, it's very difficult. I would highly recommend, if you're doing it in survival, to do a buried version of it. You can find tutorials for those online all over the place. So do a buried version of it, do an underground version. It's so much easier to do. I don't know why I did this to myself, to be perfectly honest with you. I really don't. I really don't understand why I did this to myself. But links are in the description below. Thank you so much for coming along. I do appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you did like the video. If you didn't like the video, or you dislike the fact that I built this out of cobblestone, or that, you know, I only have 11 villagers rather than the 20 that you should really have to get this thing going, leave a dislike. Throw me a comment. If you think there was an easier way I could have done this other than putting those 2 corners rather than those 2 corners, let me know. I do appreciate everyone coming along. Make sure you go out tonight, play some games, have some fun, and I will see you again soon on the MCHarmony server. So take care, everyone. Have a good night.